Good morning from Todi. Today is the first day of a 3-day hike on the Antica Via Amerina. So we'll be walking from Todi to Orte over the next couple of days. Let's go and see what we can find. So we've just left Todi, an ancient town founded by the Etruscans, developed by the Romans, and of fantastic historic interest. We're heading down into the valley, the Tiber Valley actually, on a minor road. A little bit of Sunday morning traffic, as you can hear. But the day promises to be absolutely glorious. A little bit of cloud, a little bit of sun, and the potential for some showers, but we'll see how we go as we go through the day. Nice flat walking along the valley floor, but unfortunately this road is not the quiet side road that I was hoping for. It's actually pretty busy. Sunday morning drivers and some wonderful Italian overtaking has had me jumping onto the verge a couple of times. About 4 kilometres in, and we've just come off the roads for the first time. We're now on a gravel track into woodland. I can hear hunting off to my right side, but the area that I'm in, all of the signs are no hunting. From now on, I believe we've got a little bit more road walking, and we definitely have road walking at the end of today at Castel d'Aquila, but I think most of the rest of the day is on tracks and trails. So let the fun start. So now that we're onto the forest track, we've come out of the valley bottom and we've started a long ascent for a couple of kilometres. It's relatively easy walking, but it definitely is a bit of a workout for the legs. The path I'm walking has two names, the Antica Via Amerina and the Cammino della Luce. The reason for this is the longer of the two paths is the Cammino della Luce, and that runs from Aquileia, which is east of Venice, all the way to Rome. And the section that I'm doing is let's call it a more local path, which just covers 3 stages. The Via Amerina name comes from the ancient Roman road, which used to run between Perugia and Rome, and this is just one of the waymarked stages. So when you see the signs, you'll see 2 different names for it. So far, pretty easy path to follow. The signage is good, but you do need to pay attention. There have been a couple of places where the signs have actually been facing the opposite way to the way that I'm walking. So I needed to sort of have a check and make sure that I was going in the right way. But in general, every junction so far has been signed, which is good. There are no real way markers in between the main signs, in between the junctions. So I think this would be one of those places where it would be a good idea to have a map or GPS. I have GPS for this route, so I have had to check in a couple of places just to make sure that I was on the right side of a fence or a hedge, and not wandering off into someone else's private property or field. But in general, so far, pretty easy route to follow. just walked past a small group of hunters with their guns out, and they didn't look happy to see me, but I think I may be making noise and disturbing, so I've just, you can probably hear the dogs, so I just walked a little further away before talking. Not a big fan of hunting. I'm not sure I really understand the desire to kill another living thing for sport. So each to their own. The route is taking us pretty consistently southwest, so we're walking into the sun most of the time. Starting to get a little bit warmer, but we've got a nice breeze, and we're definitely not in the intense heat that we had on my last walk. It's much milder, very pleasant walking. Just had a 10-minute break, took the backpack off, had a snack. I usually bring 2 snacks, well 3 snacks actually. Some grain bars with fruit, a mix of salted peanuts and raisins, and banana chips. So I've got a little bit of variety. I've got something that's going to give me a little bit of salt, a little bit of sweetness, and a little bit of energy. Now we're about 8 kilometres from Castel d'Aquila, but the path is still pretty level and pretty easy to follow. Overall, the day has just been absolutely beautiful, really, really fantastic walk. Having just said about how level it is, we've got that lovely steep uphill to come. Just past the signs saying danger boar hunting today. The land is open enough, so hopefully they'll see me before they shoot me. We'll find out soon. So this is very fertile land. These are actually all newly planted olive groves. The Orsini family, I believe, bought the estate in the 17th century, and it's been intensely farmed since then. Right up, I mean, as you can see, right up to the modern day. It's beautiful walking. It's quite peaceful, but I can hear the shots from the hunting ahead, and I've passed a couple more of the signs saying that they are hunting in this area. And there in the distance is the first view of our destination for the day, Castel d'Aquila. You can also see what we have to climb tomorrow as well. That looks fun. Walking the last couple of kilometres. Just had one of the hunting parties go past me with 4 dead boars on their truck at the back. Not a pleasant sight. Walking through farms now, livestock farms, olive farms. Definitely can smell the livestock. Lovely and shaded. I've been incredibly lucky with the weather. There've been a couple of places I've walked through where very obviously it has rained recently, but I seem to have avoided everything. Just a couple of sprinkles, but nothing worse than that. On the gravel road, past the outlying farms and houses, and the place I'm staying tonight is actually literally right on the trail, so I can just pop in and then hop back out tomorrow morning. So the cream building coming up on the right is my home for the night. So no beer today. Checked into the Airbnb, freshened up, was talking to the owner, and it turns out that everything is closed today. He called a restaurant to check to try and make a reservation. That was closed, the supermarket's closed. So they very kindly went out and bought pizza for me. It's 8 o'clock in the evening, they've just brought it round and have laid out the most fantastic breakfast for me. It's a place called La Zita, and I couldn't recommend it highly enough. It's a lovely little place, very, very comfortable, and the owners are just fantastic. Like and subscribe as usual, please. It always helps the channel, and we'll see you tomorrow.